So recently, I went on a walk with a friend and it was really nice. We spent the whole time talking and catching up on our lives, and it just made me realize that anytime I want to hang out with my friends somewhere that's not my house or their house, you have to spend money just to sit there and talk to people you care about or catch up, which led me to think about today's topic, the lack of third spaces. Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. I'm the Fashion Thief, and today we're going to be talking about third spaces. Third spaces are crucial for our social and mental well-being, yet most of us may not fully understand what they are or why they matter. In today's video, we're going to talk about the concept of third spaces, exploring the impact of their absence in our lives, and examine how the internet is evolving into a kind of new third space. Third spaces, a term coined by sociologist Ray Oldenburg in his book The Great Good Place, are informal public gathering places that lie between the home, which is the first space, and the workplace, which is the second space. Third spaces are venues like cafes, parks, libraries, and community centers where people can meet, relax, and build relationships. According to Oldenburg, these places are essential for civic engagement, democracy, and fostering a sense of community. They offer a neutral ground where individuals can interact regardless of their social status or professional role. Ray Oldenburg wrote, "The third place is a generic designation for a great variety of public spaces that host the regular, voluntary, informal, and happy anticipated gatherings of individuals beyond the realm of home and work." These are some characteristics of third spaces. A neutral ground where no one is required to play host. A leveler, a place where people from different backgrounds can meet. Conversation is the main activity. Unlike the first and second spaces, work and home, third spaces prioritize informal social interactions, accessibility, and accommodation. They should be easy to access and welcoming. The regulars, regular visitors who give the place its character, a low profile. These spaces should not be overly pretentious or exclusive. A playful mood, a relaxed and playful atmosphere is crucial. Home away from home, where they provide a feeling of comfort and belonging. Jane Jacobs, in her book, The Death of Life and Great American Cities, emphasized the importance of public spaces in urban planning and their role in fostering community engagement. Despite their importance, many traditional third spaces are disappearing or becoming less accessible. This decline has profound implications for our society. Oldenburg says, quote, "In the absence of third places, a community only has its first and second places to which it can turn to for socialization. This is unfortunate as the informal public life that occurs in third places is a necessary complement to our more formal and confined interactions at home and work." Reasons for decline. Rapid urbanization often prioritizes commercial development over public spaces. According to a study by the Project for Public Spaces, the loss of third spaces is linked to the increase in privatized commercial areas. Technological advancements. With the rise of digital communication, people are increasingly opting for virtual interactions over face-to-face meetings. We saw this a lot with COVID and the pandemic and how that played out. Economic pressures. Many traditional third spaces, such as local cafes and community centers, struggle to survive economically due to rising rents and competition from large chains. So let's talk about the impact on society due to the lack of third spaces. So, the erosion of community ties. Without third spaces, people have fewer opportunities to engage in spontaneous, meaningful interactions. This leads to weaker community bonds and a decrease in social capital. Mental health. Third spaces offer a respite from daily stresses and a sense of belonging. Their absence can contribute to feelings of isolation and loneliness. According to a report by the Mental Health Foundation, social isolation is linked to increased rates of anxiety and depression. Civic engagement. Third spaces play a crucial role in fostering civic participation. Their decline can lead to a reduced public involvement in community affairs and a weakening of democratic processes. Death of the local pub, the decline of the local library, and the loss of the corner store are all symptoms of society that is increasingly valuing private over public, individual over community. The rise of digital third spaces. As traditional third spaces decline, the internet is emerging as a new kind of third space. Virtual environments offer unique opportunities for social interaction and community building. Here are some characteristics of digital third spaces. Accessibility. Online platforms are accessible from anywhere with an internet connection, breaking down geographical barriers. Anonymity. The ability to remain anonymous can encourage more open and honest interactions. Diverse communities. The internet allows people to connect with others who share similar interests regardless of physical location. Examples of digital third spaces. Social media platforms such as Facebook, Reddit, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram serve as virtual gathering places. Gaming communities. Online games like World of Warcraft and Fortnite offer immersive environments where players can socialize and collaborate. Virtual events and meetups. Platforms like Zoom and Discord facilitate virtual meetups, workshops, and social events. Sherry Turkle, in her book Alone Together, explores how digital technologies are transforming our social interactions. We're increasingly drawn to technologies that provide the illusion of companionship without the demand of relationship. Howard Rheingold, in The Virtual Community, argues that online communities can serve as a new third space, saying, quote, "Virtual communities are social aggregations that emerge from the net when enough people carry on those public discussions long enough, with sufficient human feeling to form webs of personal relationships in cyberspace." Impact of digital third spaces. While digital third spaces may offer benefits, they also present challenges and limitations that we must consider. Here are some benefits. Global connectivity. The internet connects people worldwide, fostering cross-cultural understanding and collaboration. Support networks. Online communities can provide support and resources for individuals facing similar challenges, such as mental health issues or chronic illness. And flexibility. Digital third spaces can be accessed at any time, providing convenience to those with busy schedules. Some challenges include superficial interactions. With online interactions, they can sometimes lack the depth and authenticity of face-to-face conversations. Sherry Turkle notes that we are tempted to think that our little sips of online connection add up to a big gulp of real conversation, but they don't. Echo chambers. Digital third spaces can reinforce existing beliefs and biases, leading to polarization and reduced exposure to diverse perspectives, i.e., incels and red pill content consumers. Privacy concerns. The digital environment raises issue of data privacy and security, as personal information is often shared and stored online. I find a lot of social media companies, a lot lately, and the public in general, are having a hard time trusting each other. I find that a lot of people complain about Facebook or just Meta in general about how they're always selling their data to other people, and how some people, this is something I don't believe, are worried that TikTok, the parent company for TikTok, ByteDance, is going to sell their information to the Chinese government, of which, me personally, I don't think I'm that well versed in those kinds of politics, but what exactly is there, what are they going to do with your information in China? Make it make sense. Rheingold says, quote, "Digital spaces have the potential to be as enriching and fulfilling as their physical counterparts, but we must be mindful of the ways in which they can also detract from genuine human connection. The challenge of the digital age is to use technology to enhance rather to replace our real-world interactions." The concept of third spaces remains vital for fostering community, well-being, and civic engagement. As we navigate the challenges of modern life, we must strive to preserve and create both physical and digital third spaces. Balancing our use of technology with the need for face-to-face interaction is crucial for maintaining strong, healthy communities. By recognizing the importance of third spaces and advocating for their creation and preservation, we can work towards more connected and engaged society. So that's mainly all the points I wanted to touch on in this video. I will say, in my personal opinion, as a 2000s baby, I did grow up playing games on the internet and searching up crazy things on the internet, especially on YouTube. I was a YouTube kid, but that was when YouTube was still fresh, so, you know, there wasn't a lot of like crazy, well, there was crazy content, but it wasn't like how the content is now. It wasn't that oversaturated. I did also spend a lot of time playing computer games, and I did also grow up talking to a lot of strangers, you know, well, when I was a teenager, at least not when I was a young kid. And yeah, I think personally the internet is a great place to be. I don't think it should replace personal face-to-face interactions. A lot of dystopian movies will show us that that's not the case. We shouldn't be doing that. Next thing you know, we're falling in love with our VR characters, of which I think there's a lot of people who are already doing that, but luckily for me, I'm not that delusional. But yeah, let's talk about ways we can keep our third spaces lively and intact for future generations. Support local third spaces such as cafes, libraries, community centers, and visiting them and participating in their activities. Now, when I say cafes, I don't mean Tim Hortons or Starbucks or Second Cup or any other. I mean like local cafes and, you know, niche restaurants that are just around. Try something new. You don't always have to get the same mocha frappe from wherever. You can tell I don't go to Starbucks. Engage in meaningful interactions online, seeking out diverse perspectives, and fostering genuine connections. That one is self-explanatory. Advocate for the creation of more third spaces in your community, recognizing their essential role in our social fabric. Do you know what? I was talking to my sister the other day, and I was thinking, I really want to start like a little place where people can come and chill and they don't have to pay for anything. Kind of like a PC bang, you know, like in Korea. I mean, I guess you do have to pay. Or like a manga cafe, but the Japanese style ones, you know, where they have like a private room you can go to. I'm sorry, like I actually forgot what they're called, but if you do remember, please let me know down in the comments, because I need to search some up for my trip. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you liked the video, please subscribe. I did say in my last video that I'll try to post Wednesdays and Sundays, but clearly that schedule wasn't working out for me. But as soon as I do get free time, that would probably be the schedule. But yeah, I'll try to post more often. I do have a hard time coming up with topics that might be interesting to other people. I personally have a lot of topics that I like to talk about and want to hear everybody else's opinion on. But yeah, that's enough of me rambling though. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you did, leave a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!